Well, everybody, it is not often that I make a video like this, a video that I actually contribute something to the conversation, or sort of have like a tribute to something, talking specifically about one instance in the game industry. Today is a sad day, I'm not gonna lie. It is the end of Destiny as we know it. Goodbye, Destiny 2. It has been a long run, about 10 years almost for Destiny 2 here, and it's finally going off into the sunset for real. It is finally getting its last update in a little less than a month, and I just kind of want to talk about it because I have a lot to say. I've said a lot about Destiny 2 over my couple years on this YouTube channel, and I've said a lot about Bungie, specifically recently with Marathon. And I mean, if you've seen any of my other videos, you probably know how I feel about Destiny because I mention it. It feels like in almost every video I make. I think that Destiny 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. I mean, well, I don't think it is. I know it is. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I love Destiny 1. It is truly a you just had to be there type of moment. I don't think that we can ever really recapture Destiny 1 ever again. It was just you either were there for it or you weren't. And similarly, I think Destiny 2 is in that exact same sort of sphere. Now, I wasn't there for the majority of Destiny 2, actually. I started Destiny 2 when it first came out and played it for about a year, up until Curse of Osiris dropped, and then I just did not like the game. I missed Destiny 1, so I went back and I played Destiny 1, and I basically cleaned up everything that I didn't get to do in the last two expansions, and I really dove into Destiny 1 hard. And it wasn't until, honestly, about the middle of Forsaken that I came back to Destiny 2 for a little bit. I didn't like fully dive in, but I bought Forsaken and I played it, and I thought it was fun. I didn't actually do the full campaign, but I did play the dungeon, and you know, I thought the dungeons were a great addition. Obviously, I think everybody agrees. And then, when I really started getting into Destiny 2, it wasn't until the Witch Queen. When the Witch Queen first came out, I just saw that everybody was loving it. The game was getting a lot of hype again. And me and my old friend, who has also been a Destiny 1 veteran like me, we were playing other stuff at the time, and we thought that, hey, you know, Destiny 2 is getting all this hype with this new expansion. We should try it out and see if it's any good. And I absolutely fell in love with Destiny 2 at that point. I think that the Witch Queen era of Destiny is even more superior than, honestly, probably any other year in the franchise's history. I think that the year of Witch Queen is some of the most fun I've ever had in a video game ever. And again, you just had to be there for it. Doing Val the Disciple and then doing all of the old raids that I never got to do, except the ones they vaulted, obviously, because that is the most retarded decision I think I've ever heard in the game industry, to vault content that people paid for, to, you know, basically remove entire campaigns of the story to never be able to be played again. It's something that I really wish they would have brought back, but they didn't. We can no longer play the entire story of Destiny 2. You have to do it through YouTube, and it's retarded. But nevertheless, I think that the time I spent in Destiny around the launch of the Witch Queen, and honestly even the start of Lightfall, was truly legendary. Now, the start of Lightfall and Lightfall, it really was not very good. Lightfall was not a good expansion. Lightfall did not have good seasons. And I think everybody was disappointed with Lightfall, except for the dungeon Warlord's Ruin. I did think that was definitely a major W on their part. Now, the campaign was not very good. The actual location has not been used for almost anything recently. I mean, it felt like filler. It really felt like filler. But then the final shape came around, and I wasn't there for that either, because Lightfall was just so disappointing that I had to quit the game. I went to play other stuff, and I never really looked back until probably about 2 months before the launch of The Edge of Fate. I went back into Destiny 2, and I did the final shape, because it was the final sort of, the final shape, you know. It is the end of this 10-year-long saga, the Light and Dark saga. I basically was there from the very beginning in 2014 of Destiny 1, and seeing it finally end and kind of fully wrap back around, you know, Cayde coming back, the actual source of the darkness being destroyed, and even if the story was never great, I think that there is a serious conversation to be had that the last expansion, you know, Lightfall, or not Lightfall, the Final Shape, the last expansion, at least before the other two that are completely pointless now, the newest ones, I think there's a serious conversation to be made that the Final Shape is one of the best campaigns Bungie's ever made. I think that the story, even if the Destiny story was never really great or anything, even if it was just kind of a means to an end to explain why you're doing all the stuff you're doing to have fun, it is genuinely a great story. It is an amazing campaign. It is very easily the best campaign in the whole series for me, followed up probably by Witch Queen and then probably Taken King. I mean, genuinely, the story in the Final Shape is really good. The campaign is amazing, and just seeing where it all ends up, seeing how all of it ends, is just immaculate. I mean, the Final Shape was so good, and it felt really honestly sad for me because all of my friends had stopped playing Destiny 2 with me, and they were all doing other stuff, you know. One of them got a girlfriend, basically, is his wife now, so he doesn't really play video games. The other one was, you know, started really getting into working and playing video games occasionally, but definitely not Destiny. And it was just me. I was alone in Final Shape. I had no one that I was friends with to actually play the game with me. So I had to LFG for Salvation's Edge, which is the raid, and I just had a great time doing it, even if it was a lonely time. It felt very distinct from all of the other eras in Destiny that I had, you know, and I think that counts for something. So that's my recap of my experience with Destiny 2. You know, Destiny 1, I was there the entire thing. I didn't stop playing Destiny 1 for a minute. It felt like its entire, 3-year long, almost 4-year long lifespan. I don't think I stopped playing it a single week. But Destiny 2 was a lot more on and on, like off and on for me. But I really do love Destiny 2, even with all of its issues, because Bungie just happens to be one of the worst companies in America, probably in any sort of sector of the game industry. I think that Bungie is just an awful company all around. I mean, look at how they mismanaged Destiny 2. This game had so much potential to be a slam dunk masterpiece across every single board, but they always just kept stumbling, and they never could get the game to what it could be. I think that this game could have resonated with everybody that played it if they just did it right. And even if it didn't resonate with everybody, it could have done everything right, or at least righted the wrongs that it did. But it never did. This game was just doomed because the people that run Bungie, the people that manage Destiny, are completely fucking incompetent, and they should be fired. They are the reason for this game's death, choosing Marathon, a game that is a generic extraction shooter with no fun factor at all in it. The fact that people are choosing that, the people in question, in quotes, being these soulless husks that run Bungie, that think that people want to play this newest live service slop over Destiny, that is insane. Destiny never was slop, even if it had Eververse and content droughts and whatever, and, you know, seasonal models, which the seasonal models sometimes were just filler. But make no mistake, I don't think that Destiny ever was slop. Destiny always had some sort of unique artistic identity, and you could very easily distinguish Destiny from every other game on the market, and you even still can. I don't think there's anything that even comes close to what Destiny has. It is very distinct, and I don't think you can take that away from it. So Destiny never was slop. Now, Marathon, it's a little more questionable whether it's slop or not. I personally think it is. I just don't think it's very fun. I think it's trying to cash in on a really hardcore part of gaming that they don't really understand, and, you know, as a result, it is failing hard, like high guard numbers almost hard. So yeah, I mean, this is it, guys. It's over. Destiny 2 is finally, the plug is getting pulled. They're going in maintenance mode, so it'll basically be like Destiny 1 soon, where people just occasionally hop on to play, you know, an old relic, one of their favorite games, and they'll forget about it in a week, or maybe come back or something, but it's never ever gonna be fixed. You know, the legacy that Bungie has left behind here will always be one of complete humiliation and incompetency. They have an entire track record now of just failures. Destiny 1, even though I love Destiny 1, it had similar issues in terms of, you know, the actual engagement of the story, the content droughts and everything. There was its own issues there, even though I love it so much. Destiny 2, the issues are pretty obvious. The content vault making just the worst decisions for like actual models of how they want their game to be, under delivery, all of that shit. And now Marathon, where they're trying to cash in on the most hardcore extraction shooter fans, but they just can't because there's nothing that sets their game apart. There's just it's just not fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of shocked that this came at it came in a literally just a This Week in Destiny almost. It just came in like a blog post, but nevertheless, I mean, I expected this to happen. I've been looking at the Destiny 2 player numbers for a while now because they've just been dipping so low. But it is actually doing better than Marathon, believe it or not, even though Marathon is still, you know, brand new and it's getting all this shit. So I've tried to play Marathon on stream a few times. If any of you guys that have came into my streams have seen, I've tried to play it a few times. I'm just not into it. It'll never scratch that itch that Destiny does. And I don't really know if any game will, and that's why it's so sad to see it go, because they've not said anything about a Destiny 3, which is the obvious decision. I don't know why they wouldn't make a Destiny 3. That is, what the fuck are we doing? That is actually just, you're eating retard sandwiches if you do not want to make a Destiny 3. They make so much money off of it, and it would satisfy everybody. They could right all the wrongs with Destiny 2 with one game, but they just refuse to do it. So it's just pointless. But yeah, I'm extremely honestly upset, but not really upset, because I knew this was gonna happen. But it is a sad day. You know, we can mourn Destiny 2. So rest in peace, Destiny 2. We got till June 9th. June 9th is the final update of the game. They're adding like some Pantheon stuff. They're adding all of that. So I am actually going to go back and play Destiny 2 for the first time since the final shape. I'm probably going to stream that June 9th. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's very sad to see what happened to Destiny. And it's honestly really sad to know that we're not getting a Destiny 3. I mean, at least right now, that could change. But just seeing what they did to Destiny 2, and the fact that it's ending on such a whimper, because the last two expansions after the final shape built up this story that they're not even going to be able to finish now, and it's just pointless. And I even said at the time, there's no point to have that. There's no point to keep a story going after the final shape. That should have been the final conclusion to it. That should have just been the end. But they kept it going, and look where we're at now. So yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not a video that I'm trying to get super hyped. I'm trying to get everybody to click on this. I'm trying to make it clickbait. I just want to make a video talking about Destiny and giving sort of my own little tribute to it, because I love Destiny. I have a lot of Destiny merch. I actually have a replica of the Ace of Spades, and I've been playing this game for a long time. I've put a lot of hours into it, a few thousand hours into Destiny, and I always think about Destiny 1 and even Destiny 2. I think Destiny 2 in its prime for me, like the Witch Queen era, honestly is in the conversation for some of the most fun I've ever had in the game. Destiny 1 I think is still my favorite, but honestly, like, Destiny 2 is still a great game. I still do love Destiny 2. I'll always cherish those memories I had in Destiny 2 when it was at its best for me. So it's gonna be about it, boys. I hope you all are doing okay. I hope this video finds you in good health. I hope that we get a Destiny 3. I hope that a lot of good shit happens. I've been working a job recently, and been making some money. I'm gonna throw that into crypto. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Goodbye, Destiny 2. Rest in peace. You are an amazing game that unfortunately was taken over and seen over. You were an amazing game that was just abused by Bungie, by the greed, the incompetency, and all of this. It's all led to here, and we have to look back at Destiny 2 now and just kind of wonder, what if this game made all the right decisions? What if this game was actually managed and made by people that cared and people that knew what they were doing, at least, or at the management level at least. So yeah, that's about it, boys. Good night. Goodbye, Destiny 2. Rest in peace. And I will see you on the next one. Godspeed. Take care.